Okay, today is December the 28th, 2015. We're watching the water vapor loop for the Northeast Pacific. And we have a trough of low pressure moving in through California right here. And this system should be delivering a lot of rain, but it has not. In our area, we had about 1 minute of rain starting at 4:20 this afternoon, lasting about 1 minute, started to sprinkle a little bit, and then that stopped. And what we have here is a transmitter right on top of this system, and that is keeping this system from developing into a storm while it moves over California. Now, the thing we're going to watch over the next couple of days is when this leaves the California area and moves out to the east, we'll watch it rebuild into a storm, because they will take the transmitter off of this and it will rebuild into something very large, like we saw moving through Texas and now out up through Michigan. We'll take a look at that here on the East Coast map in a few minutes. Okay, let's look at the jet stream real quick. And we can see that it's kind of fractured. We have a lot of different flows shown here. The main flow down the west coast is moving right through Washington, Oregon, and California, and then making a turn out to the east. Okay, so we've got that flow. We have a lot of high pressure right here, so there's not much moisture out in this area. Let's take a look at the this is the color infrared loop, and we can see that area of high pressure right here being built in. You see that ring that's moving south, and that is we've got high pressure all through this entire area. We currently in the foothills right now, we have a barometric pressure of 29.90. We've got 37 degrees for the temperature. We've got 57% for relative humidity, and the dew point is 23 degrees. And those are the current conditions. Let's take a look now at the western U.S. water vapor loop, and we can see that spinning low right here, trying to get some momentum going. But that's not going to happen. We see a round hole right here where the pen tip is, and that's where this core was hit with a HAARP transmitter right there. And we subsequently had a lot of wind for about 2.5 hours. It was a light wind, but we have high pressure all through here. We've got a low. This is a mid and upper level low pressure system right here. So we've got high pressure next to low pressure, and then they hit this thing with a HAARP transmitter. We can see that hole right there. And that was designed to destroy the organization of this system here, so it will not generate rain and snow over California. All right. Okay, let's take a look now at the, this is the infrared loop. And we can see that spinning low right here. We don't see the detail as well here, but we do see some precipitation. We've got yellow bands and green bands. That's indicating the intensity of the precipitation in this area. So for all practical purposes, this is pretty much of a dry low. There's not a whole lot of rain being generated from that. Now in the LA area, it seemed like it was going to rain today. We had a lot of early this morning, we had partly cloudy skies, and I could see a lot of chemtrail mixed in above the real clouds that were moving in. It was very cold, very damp, around 52% humidity, and it seemed like rain. It's been very cold, and it seemed like it should have rained today, but it did not, and that's because of all this high pressure, chemtrails, and then we have a HAARP transmitter which blew a hole right through the core of this system. In fact, right now we can see a ring right here moving out right there. If you look carefully, you'll see that ring where they hit this system tonight. Right there. It's moving out. So they did hit this. Let's go back to the can't really see it there. This is the visible light mode, and we can't really see the detail. There is a slight ring right there, a very light colored ring right there. But I think the best shot is right. Watching this one, we can see the outflow right there. Right there. Okay. All right, let's move on to the, oh, here's a close-up. This is the water vapor loop for the west central state, California here. We can see that hole right there, and that caused a lot of wind. We've got the high pressure, we've got the low pressure, and then we have a descending air on top of that. We've got this HAARP transmitter that's causing a lot of wind. We can see it here in the rainbow loop. All right. Okay, let's move on. This is the visible light mode. We can't really see the ring from this angle here, from this vantage point. Now, let's take a look at the MODIS today. There's a lot of aerosol spraying going on over the California and Arizona area. Here's the Salton Sea out over here. We've got a lot of chemtrail stuff. Let's pan over a little bit right here, and then all this here is all chemtrail mix. In fact, all this stuff here is all chemtrail. All right, let's go out to the coast here. We can see some real clouds. This is LA right up here. But as we go north, we can see a lot of chemtrail mixed in with the real clouds. We've got the off-white stuff all mixed in here. And that's what we saw this morning outside at about 9:30 this morning. There's a lot of chemtrail haze over the tops of the cumulus clouds trying to move in and organize and get some rain into the state, but that didn't happen. Okay. All right, let's move on to the, this is the surface pressure map. And we see that area of high pressure right here. That's parked in place. And we've got a gale identified here, big cold front. We also have a rapidly intensifying storm right down here. This is along the 40 degree north latitude. And this is forecast to intensify and move to the north. And we'll keep an eye on both of these. We've got another storm up here, so we'll have to just watch and see what happens. Let's go on to the, this is the 500 millibar chart. We have area of high pressure right here between this low and this next system here, and also out here we've got a gale. We've got high pressure in between these two systems. And we'll watch this rebuild as it leaves California. It's dumped really nothing in our area. And once these storms leave California, they quickly rebuild. And that will probably be the situation there. Here's the 300 millibar, same thing. We see that huge trough, low pressure. High pressure here, low pressure there. All right. That's the surface pressure. We got that huge area of high pressure there. All right. Here is the wave analysis map. We can see that there's 14-foot seas off of Oregon and California, and then we have this storm system up here is generating 24-foot seas. All right. Let's take a look at the East Coast, and we can see this is the system that passed through California about 5 days ago. This looked just like the system that's over California right now. Dry upper level low. Once it passed through California, it quickly rebuilt into a huge storm, as we can see here, and this is moving right through Michigan. That's a gigantic system with a lot of rain, as we can see here in the rainbow loop. So we're going to keep an eye on the thing the system right now over California, and we'll track that one next. When that moves out of California, it'll generate into a very large system. Okay, so that's the report for today. No rain, nothing measurable. We had about 1 minute of rain, and that was it. Okay, all right, we'll do another update tomorrow. That's it.